Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. What's going on, guys? Now, in a recent post-fight interview following the Gervonta Davis-Liam Walsh fight, where Gervonta Davis got a third-round TKO and looked very sensational in the fight. Of course, just like anytime Gervonta Davis wins, anytime he wins from this point forward, pretty much since the Pedraza fight, this is how it's gonna be. They asked Gervonta if he'll fight Lomachenko, basically, and they asked him about that, and here's what was said about that, and I'll give you guys my thoughts after the video. So here, have a listen.
When you hear the name Vasil Lomachenko, do you want to fight him eventually?
Well, let me answer that question. I said this before. There's no rush. And as you guys see, Lomachenko has to rush. He's 30 years old. 30 years old, I don't know how old he is. He has to rush. This kid is still young. There's no rush. We're going to take our time. But one thing I want to say is that we're not ducking or dodging any opponent. But I want him to enjoy his night. We're not focused on no other opponents right now. Eventually, we'll get to whatever name we have to get to next. But right now, we're not throwing those certain names out there, but we're not ducking or dodging, because one thing we do know, no matter who Tank fight, he has an equalizer that could change the fight in a heartbeat. That means he got dynamite in both hands. So, I want to say I commend you, and I commend Calvin and the whole city of Baltimore just for helping this kid throughout his amateur career and in the beginning of his professional career. And I'm happy just to be able to work with him and help him go to that next level. There's baby steps. So the next fight he fight could be just a tune-up bout. Keep him sharp. Keep his tools sharp.
All right, so there you have it from Floyd Mayweather. Skates around the damn question. Really, he said that basically Lomachenko has to rush and all this stuff. And, it seems to me, number one, two things stand out to me in that interview and pretty much all Floyd Tank Davis interviews. Number one, let the fighter speak, okay? I get that you're a promoter, and I get that, you're trying to groom him up and I guess make him into a star in boxing, which I understand. But, I barely know what Tank thinks about anything, and I genuinely want to know where Tank stands with a lot of things, and I want to hear him talk. And I never hear him talk because Floyd's doing all the talking, and that's fine. But I'm just saying, let the fighter speak. And on top of that, he is a champion. All right, at some point in time, it'd be great to see him start unifying these titles. And I don't want to be a hater. I'm really trying to stop hating on a lot of these fighters, but it just seems to me that from what he said, and all I can go off of is what I know, which is Mayweather's history and what he said and what he's done in the past. So I'm not going off of anything but that. So knowing that Mayweather in his career, he waited for a lot of opponents to decline or lose, or he retired and then he came back to the landscape of the division was a little easier for him, or he cherry picked certain fighters. It's looking to me that he's going to go that route, and I understand that Tank is 22, and there's a learning curve that has to be, there's a learning curve that he has to basically just, go through. But you're a title holder. Okay, you need to, at some point in your career, fight the best. And I'm not going to get too mad now because it's his first title defense, and they went to the UK, and they actually took a risk there and going to the UK. I know they fought Liam Walsh, who, like I said, when the fight was first signed, limited skill level, but it was still a bit of a risk because he had to go to another country. That's always a risk, no matter who you're fighting. So, he does that's fine. That's cool. They get credit for that. Whatever, cool. But, 3-4 fights from now, he can't be fighting Liam Walsh's anymore. He can't be fighting, bums. And so I get it. It was a mandatory. I'm pretty sure it was a mandatory fight. And they said that he's kind of hinting that his next fight will be a tune-up fight. But Floyd Mayweather Jr. He's gonna definitely take his time with Tank. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. He's gonna take his time with Tank, and at some point, I would like to see Tank get in there with Lomachenko. Not now, but sometime in 2018, I'd say make it happen. Get in there with Lomachenko, and he pretty much gave the whole PC speech that he gave during his career. We're not ducking or dodging nobody, and he's got equalizer in each hand. Big deal. He was saying the same thing in his career, that he wasn't ducking and dodging this guy, and we know that he ducked Manny Pacquiao in his prime. We know he ducked Miguel Cotto at 140 and fought Henry Brussels, and we know he ducked plenty of guys. He ducked Henry. He ducked to Shane Mosley at 135. He ducked Paul Williams. He ducked Margarito. Margarito came up to him and said, "I wanted to fight you," and he said, "No, I got to make smart business decisions that move me up levels and all this crap." Let's hope that we see Floyd with Tank, because it's not him, take more risks than he did in his own career. That's all I wanted to say. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Take the time to subscribe, and you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Dingin. So until next time, take care, guys.